Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Today we're standing outside of 6465 Jonathon Court. This is a little townhome, about 1,000 square foot townhouse that is slashed, and I mean slashed guys, to $57,000. This is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath unit in an area that used to easily support $100,000 of purchase price that we can get for $57,000. That's exciting, but what's really exciting is the inside of this thing. This house needs basically nothing to be move-in ready, or for you investors out there, provide an awesome cash flow rate on a property that is, the price again staggers me even right now. Come on in and take a look. I know you're gonna love this thing, but make sure you call, because if this is not gone by next week, I'll be shocked. Here we go. So we're walking inside 6465 Jonathon Court. Now, there's an interesting flaw about HUD listings that I'm going to share with you guys right now. The federal government, in their ever-expanding knowledge, does not recognize the basement as living space. We in Colorado realize that basements are standard living space. A lot of us have basements. But in HUD's eyes, that's not considered living space. So this house is listed at a 0-bedroom and half bath. With that in mind, a lot of people like bedrooms and prefer to have more than just a half bath to live with. And that's one of the reasons why I think this property is sitting still. But that's what you have me for. See, further analysis and logic tells us they didn't build this with no bedrooms, and it certainly has more than a half bath. So when you walk into the Jonathon property, you walk right into a huge great room with tall vaulted ceilings. And as you can see here, guys, this thing is in great shape. I mean, the walls are barely nicked. There's nothing really wrong with it. So if you're ready for a move-in ready property with a $200 a month payment or so, plus the homeowners association, this is the one. You got this huge open area. So this is your formal living, if you will, or just living room in general. Back here you got a breakfast bar, so you set the stools out here, and then you've got nicer cabinets. The countertops are in pretty decent shape. They even left the stove for us. In general, guys, this thing doesn't need anything of any consequence. It's just a distressed asset that I don't really think people know what it is, because most people aren't going to come out and see it with no bedrooms and only a half bath. But we know better. That's the benefit of going to see it in person. Here's the half bath. That's the only part that HUD recognizes. And it is a pretty decent sized half bath. It's got a toilet and a sink, and everything that your guests are going to need when they come over and drop by to see them without having to go downstairs to the bedrooms, which incidentally is where we're heading right now. Come on. As we make it downstairs, you're going to notice that we walk into the laundry room area here. This is big enough for a stackable. You won't get anything side by side in here, but it is all plumbed out for the stackable. Here's your dryer vent up top. Back here we have one of the 2 bedrooms. Thankfully on these townhomes, they left the power on for us, so that's a plus. But even without the light, guys, I mean, it is a basement bedroom, but it's got a pretty good sized window well with a good sized window on it. So this is going to get plenty of natural light. Obviously not as much as if it were upstairs, but at $57,000, these are things that we can look past. Trust me, this is a great deal. The carpeting looks barely used throughout the house and recently cleaned. And that just shocks me. So I don't know if maybe they put carpet in when they were trying to sell it before it foreclosed. I can't tell you what happened, but I can tell you carpet's one thing you don't have to worry about on this property. Before we make it to the other bedroom, I'll show you the full bath of the property. Decent sized tile job, linoleum floors, nice cabinet, vanity, and sink. And in general, just really well maintained. I mean, this was built in the 80s. And nothing about this place says 80s to me. Yeah, the fixtures are a little dated, but in general, they really took care of this property throughout the years that they had it. And now, HUD's got this thing on clearance sale. You got to jump on this one, guys. We continue back this direction, and you find the other bedroom. And these bedrooms are a pretty good size. Now, you got to keep in mind, this is 500 square feet above grade, another 500 square feet in the basement. So a total of about 1,000 square foot townhouse, for $57,000. Now this just isn't going to happen again, guys. You got to jump on these. Most importantly is the location. We're basically Dublin and Union area, so this is northeast. You know, sometimes we can find really distressed, inexpensive assets in the south part of town, but finding a townhouse in the north for 57 grand, never been heard of, guys. This is a sweet deal. And for those of you who are number crunchers out there, you can finance this property for $100 down. $288 a month is your principal and interest. Then you got to add on your taxes, which should be minor, but the HOA is $145 a month. So your total payment on this thing is going to wander below $500 pretty comfortably, and more than likely somewhere in the mid-4s. Again, you can't rent anything, much less in the Northeast, for the 400 range, probably anywhere. And here you are buying a property with a ton of equity for only $450 a month. Don't miss this. I'm going to walk you out to the deck, and then we're going to head out of here. Come along. So we're standing on the deck at 6465 Jonathon Court. As you can see here, it's a pretty, it's a decent sized deck. The HOAs are going to take care of all the grass and stuff here behind you, so you don't need to worry about that. So back here, you'll probably just want to set a couple of patio chairs and just sit out and enjoy the weather as you'd like. Real quick, I want to bring your attention over to storage. There's a little storage closet here off to the side, just enough to put in some minor stuff that you might need to bring along and put in exterior storage. We got to recap Jonathon Court and then get you guys rolling. This is 6465 Jonathon Court, located in northeast part of Colorado Springs, Dublin and Union area, basically. This is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhome with just about 1,000 square feet that HUD is giving away for $57,000. Guys, you very rarely see anything northeast HUD foreclosure wise anyway, but when you do, it's always more expensive than this, so you really don't want to miss out on this thing. Comps in the area support $80,000 to $90,000 worth of retail. We're getting it for $57,000, and we also get all the benefits of the low interest rates today, the $100 down payment, and just the simple benefits of home ownership on something that you will sell in the 6-figure range sometime within the next 5 years. Bottom line, as always, you got to call me. The number's at the bottom of the screen, but it's 719-649-2500. That's 719-649-2500. Check out the website to register for this and any other deals out there, www.coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com. And if you'd like to get my card, text Donnie to 50500. Again, Donnie to 50500, and I'll ship you back a copy of all my contact information so you and I can hook up right away. With that, this is Donnie Corm with coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com, bringing you great deals like the Jonathon Court property. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.